Episode 4, Season 2. Lou learns someone else's secret. Let's make the sound like this. I don't know. Do you like the sound? Is it comfortable for you guys? Is it comfortable? I hope it's comfortable. If it's not, tell me. I will change it a little bit. And now, let's start. Psy. Good. First declaration. Members of the public assembly are divided into sessional and permanent concilers. Dr. Boisselier, just like different words here. Don't just... The very nature of psionics speaks to the needlessness of their existence. Episode 4. Voice to music volume must fit. Nice. Episode 4. A job with a surprise. Lou jumped up, quickly walked to the door and knocked. Monsieur Prior? There was no answer. She looked back at the empty hallway. Damn, there is no one here, and I'm already entered without permission once. She knocked harder. What should I do? He should have answered. What if something happened? Lou resolutely opened the door. This is our boss, guys. We are at work now. At first, the office appeared empty. Then the psionic spotted the prior. He was lying by his desk and clinging to his chair with one hand as if trying to get up. Running to him, Lou fell to her knees and peered into Martin's face. Phew, you're alive. She pulled her phone out of her pocket. Grimacing, the man tried to intercept her hand. No. I'll get the doctor. No, don't you dare. Put that away. What? You're unwell. Although the prior's voice had weakened, it was clearly an order. Prior is like a president, guys. President of the country, okay? Prior. Put your phone away at once. Martin swallowed hard. He shakily sat up and propped his shoulder against the desk. Reaching out, he turned off the office's surveillance system. Then he repeated, "Don't call anyone." Sitting in front of him at a complete loss, Lou asked, surprised, "What do you mean? And what if you just croak here? I mean to say, what if you die?" "It's unlikely." He pulled a handkerchief from his pocket and brought it to his nose. He tried to smile. "I still have paperwork to deal with." "Yeah." Close the door. Lou went to the door, closed it, and returned to the prior. "Yeah. Can you get up?" He nodded, wiping off the blood and throwing the handkerchief into the wastebasket under his desk. He tried to get up but collapsed again. "Maybe in a little while." Without a second thought, Lou grabbed the leader of the Inquisition around the waist and threw one of his arms over her shoulder. She pulled him up. Thanks for follow, welcome. Sweat beaded on the man's forehead. "Hello, welcome. No one should know about what happened. Do you understand?" "Yes." "Let's get you to the sofa, shall we?" "That's right. Take it slow." "Come on, lean on me. I'm not a paper cup. You won't crush me." She's a very strong girl, guys, by the way. If we will look. Oi. If we will look at her shoulders and like hands, as you can see, she is a really strong girl. Yeah, very sporty. Oi, bad clothes. Thanks for follow, guys. Welcome. Do you know that game? Motorcycle, yeah. Martin managed to get to the sofa almost without staggering, but when he did, he fell rather than sat on it. Breathing deeply, he whispered, "Water." Lou hurriedly pulled a bottle out of a cabinet, cracked the seal, and opened it. She waited for Martin to take a few sips before she asked, "Do you have your injector? Where is it?" The prior shuddered. He shook his head sharply. A short spasm ran through his body. The man covered his mouth with his hand and started to cough. "Hang on!" The psionic rushed back to the desk and grabbed the wastebasket. Here. Martin called again and bent over but didn't vomit. In a manner uncharacteristic of him, the prior said, "Shit. Is this from what you inject yourself with?" Leaning back on the sofa, Martin blinked slowly, indicating that Lou had drawn the right conclusion. "What should I do?" He rubbed his face. "Wait, it should go away on its own." Damn it. After a couple of minutes, the man grimaced. Bringing his fingers to his mouth, he closed his eyes but didn't use the bin. Instead, he pushed it aside with disgust. If word gets out, won't I be held accountable for not reporting this? But he forbade me from saying anything. What if it happens again? Crap, I'm in trouble. Lou was silent. Her gaze slid around the office as if looking for an answer or at least a clue of what she should do. Finally, her eyes returned to the pale man. Her hand involuntarily reached for her cigarettes, but she stopped herself. Exhaling, Lou said seriously, "Monsieur Martin, you need help." Then, bringing more water to him, she continued, "And I'm not talking about just walking around this office. You can't handle this yourself. You obviously have problems. Once you hide from those around you, and it looks like they involve more than assassination attempts." Oh my god, how to read that hard words. Maybe he is upside himself and uses blockers regularly to hide it. I know the right answer, Mirai Vibes, but I will not tell you. Because I played that novel. I can tell you you are right or you are wrong if you want, but Mademoiselle Reed. She spoke empathically and respectfully but firmly, well aware that she was interrupting the prior of the Church of the United One's Inquisition. Let me finish, please. Mirai Vibes. As you remember, there is a psi blocker. But you feel very bad when you block your psi. It's impossible in this world to block your abilities all the time because the blocker is really very, very, very hard. You remember how bad Lou and Kay felt after the blocker. You are puking all the time. You want to sleep. You feel so bad. It's impossible to leave. And prior have another symptoms. So if he will use blocker all the time, it's impossible. So he is not using it. He is using something else. It's impossible. It's impossible. There is no good thing that will not affect so much on your body. There is only a bad thing. bad injection. And you can't work and think and move with this injection. It's another injection. Martin's expression became harder, sterner. Clearly, he wasn't used to being spoken to that way. Nevertheless, he nodded. If you don't trust your own, rely on K on me. That's why you hired us, after all. And to protect you, your bodyguards need to know what they are dealing with. The injector is it a medication? Thought why would he hide an illness from a Beretti? No. The man shook his head. I'm healthy. And the blood? I hit my nose. Sure, when you fell. Assessing the look in her eyes, the prior said, let's leave it all that. It's at that. He was still pale, but his eyes were gradually regaining their piercing, deep gaze. Watching Martin as he carefully stood up, Lou said again, you need help. His answer came out cold and harsh. Immediate read, do you want to help? Then do your job. You're great at it. But don't bore me with questions about matters that don't concern you. You don't even understand what you're asking about. Of course, since you're giving me nothing to go on. He seemed to tower over her. However, if your work here no longer suits you, I can relieve you of your duties, and Stone as well. His words hit Lou like an icy shower. She could see it clearly. She was losing control. Not just over the situation, but over her life and what was happening in it. Lou stood up too, folding her arms across her chest and exhaling deeply. Great, Monsieur Martin. Relieve me of my duties. Do you know what I think of? I'm listening. She stopped herself in time. If you weren't the prior. Kay just returned to a secretly position. He made the cut, and you want to send someone with his qualifications back to wander around Termitory? You don't have to be an empath to understand how important this job is to him. He vouched for me. He counted on me, probably. She knew she was getting carried away by her emotions, yet she couldn't stop talking. Let's say I walk. After all, big shots like you don't need anyone, right? There are no indispensable employees. I don't know what it's like in your high society world. Maybe it's normal for people there not to care about each other. One day you take a bullet from someone and the next you pretend you don't even know them. Well, I'm not like that. Who would I be if you got shot tomorrow, or if next week you croak from whatever you're injecting yourself with? Unexpectedly, the prior smiled a little and he spoke calmly. You will be someone who avoided unnecessary problems, serious problems, Lou. His informal tone and the sound of her first name immediately diffused the tension, and she relented. I'm screwed. I lost it. At least I didn't disobey orders. But the chain of command, damn. She straightened up and looked directly into the prior's eyes. Monsieur Martin, I sincerely apologize for my insubordination and for the inappropriate familiarity. I'm prepared to be reprimanded. Drop it. After you got hurt and after this, he glanced at the wastebasket. I suppose it's acceptable. Even even appropriate. So we can switch to a first name basis. Realizing that she had just avoided potential trouble, Lou nodded in relief. I guess so. Once her nerves settled, the realization fully struck her. I'm on a first name basis with the prior of the Inquisition, but I'm guessing that's only appropriate in private. How should I address him by name? Well, Monsieur Ivo sounds stupid. Damn, I guess I'll get to find out if it pisses him off. Lou decided it wasn't worth testing, so she just pursed her lips. After a short pause, the prior gently asked, "Shall we have some coffee?" Lou managed an informal, "Sure. If you don't mind, let's go up to my place. I want to wash up." "Okay." The man took a step, then swayed. Lou firmly took him by the arm, supporting him. "You won't be able to walk like that without drawing unwanted attention. There are guards in the hallway." "Indeed, we won't go through the hallway." One of the wall panels in the office turned out to be a door. Behind it was a staircase leading up. This is his house, guys. His apartment. "Thank you. The bathroom is right there. I can manage by myself." Lou watched Martin as he limped away. Then she looked around the apartment. Amazing apartment. Amazing. Holy shit, 2 floors, natural wood. I guess his status demands it. How much does all of this cost? There was a soft splash of water. Lou listened. There was no sound of a body falling. Fancy. A few minutes later, the prior returned. He seemed to be feeling much better. "Hello, I'm fine. How are you?" "I'm sorry." First of all, for my rude language. Is he talking about saying shit? Hasn't he heard me swear? Oh yeah, he did. She remembered the shout-out. He heard me. On top of that, you had to do some things that are not exactly in your job description. It's uncomfortable when someone else sees you struggling, isn't it? I get it. She shrugged. You're always welcome, sir. I mean, it's no problem. I can get the coffee. Show me where everything is. Eva nodded towards a small bar with a kitchen unit. Can you figure it out? Of course. Gently placing 2 cups on the table, Lou tried to return to their earlier conversation. It all felt strange and a little awkward. It wasn't easy to accept the sudden shortening of the distance between the Inquisition's leader and the initiate. She couldn't just start some inane small talk. She hadn't even managed to address the prior by his name or on her first try. Will you tell me what's going on? He shook his head. I can't. Cursing to herself, Lou took a sip of scalding coffee. I'm not giving up this job. I didn't mean to offend you with my proposal, only to give you a choice as a token of my profound gratitude for your recent work. What's wrong with you? You're the second in command of the Church of the United One, the head of the Inquisition, the commander of corps officers. Why don't you just go to the Church or the Inquisition or the AC for help? You're all alone. What have I gotten myself into? But if he gets killed, it won't end well for me. It doesn't matter if I'm there or not. What drug are you injecting anyway? A sedative. A strong one. I'm not an expert, but it seems like it has some very strange side effects. It's never happened before. A person with weak nerves wouldn't be offered a position like yours. Why do you need the drug? He will not tell us, guys. It became clear that no further explanations would follow. Does Danielle know? No doubt she has occasionally noticed some unusual behavior. But she didn't ask questions, and she won't. By unusual, you mean sluggishness? How to pronounce that word? Yes. I trust Waze completely. She has never let me down, and that is why I prevent unnecessary information from getting to her. Why don't you trust Beretti? Is it because of the association attempts? You don't want to take any risks until you find out who's leaking the information. Yes. I'm sure it's not Hector, but I see. However, the drug I'm taking and the association attempts are unrelated. Oh, I wonder if that's good or bad. They finished their coffee in silence. Lou sat doubt in his expression, or maybe she was just imagining it. Lou. She decided to say the prior's first name. Ivo? Thank you. Believe me, I understand your concerns, and I can guess where your mind is going. But all I need from you and Stone is your protection. I had be better if I didn't explain myself. It will take the necessary precautions and resolve any issues that have arisen. Lou bluntly said. So, you don't trust me? Okay, how about this? I'll just say it's all in front of you. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why talk in riddles instead of telling it like it is? Okay, is there anything else I can do now? Yes, I need to work. My papers are on the desk in my office. Lou nodded. I'll bring them to you. Before picking up the necessary folders, Lou returned the waste basket to its place under the desk. A glass cylinder was visible at the bottom underneath a mess of papers and the bloody handkerchief. The ampoule from his sedative. No marks or labels. Lou thought for just a second. She pocketed it along with the red stained handkerchief. Then she grabbed the documents and returned the prior's chambers. Thank you. Can I go now? Of course. His voice had already returned to its usual tone, firm and exciting. Tell Danielle I am in my apartment. Mark will be sending an edited report. She should bring it to me right away. And I don't think I'll be needing a security escort today. At the stairs, Lou turned around. Were those fake waiters interrogated? Absolutely. The case is already being prepared for submission to the Inquisition's court. Will Kay and I be allowed to know the details? I will alert Joncier. Officially, you and Stone won't be able to conduct any investigations. But as my personal bodyguards, you will certainly have access to that information. Is that everything? Yes, thank you. It turned out that Waze had already returned. When Lou left the prior's office, Danielle looked at her in surprise. Hi. I wanted to tell Monsieur Martin that I'd arrived, but his door was locked. Hey, everything's fine. He just didn't want to be disturbed. After relaying Evo's orders, the psionic asked, Would you like to go downstairs and have lunch in the dining hall? Kay mentioned something on the terrace. Weiss shook her head, smiling. Sorry, I can't. I'll eat here. I don't want to take a long break. I've got work to do. Okay, bye then. I don't think you wouldn't have told me anything useful about Martin anyway. You don't like talking about him at all. It will be easier to look him up online. What do I know about him? Lou barely noticed her trip home. The incident with the prior and what he had said were stuck in her head. She caught herself imagining a scenario in which she learned she was connected to Martin's death. How Jonsier would interrogate Irma or Aunt Kido. Lou turned on the music loud enough that it became impossible to think. We can change the music if we want, guys. Let's... Then she began to work on her abs and took out a jump rope. That's why she's very strong, guys. Sweat streamed down her back and her eyes stung from salt, but it got easier. She washed away the last drops of confusion and rising panic in the shower, then rubbed her body dry with a towel and sat on the bed. She lit a cigarette. I am healthy, I'm not locked up, and I'm capable of action, so I can get out of this. Let's look at it again. Would my resignation solve the problem? No. If something happens to him, I could still be arrested. Even if I could explain everything, my chances of making decent money and building a career would be even smaller than when I first applied to the courts. It turns out that his problems are my problems. Helping him is helping myself. But there are a couple of fucking twists that thicken the plot. I don't know what the actual problem is, and we are talking about the prior. Such great information to go on. Oh, Mom, if you only knew the mess I've gotten myself into, you wouldn't have scolded me for being rude. Okay, how did he put it? It's all in front of you. Like, you're not an idiot, you will figure it out. Lou set her mug of cold tea on the table. She had grown tired of walking around the room. It was past midnight. She didn't feel like sleeping, but she hadn't come up with any good ideas either. It looks like I'm an idiot after all. Lou picked up her phone and began to scroll absent-mindedly through the news feed. Yes, Mirai voice. Consular Costil's lavish wedding. A tragedy in Grove. A woman lost her husband, then 2 children, a daughter of 14 and a son of 12. Everyone failed the genetic security test. The church has pledged to support the heartbroken mother. In connection with a complicated situation, the synod will discuss expanding the ACE's power. A resident of the murderer killed his wife and then himself. Realizing that she had already forgotten the name of the consigliere who had decided to start a family, Lou admitted the futility of the exercise. What am I looking for? Where should I look? If I only had more experience. No, I need sleep. I will rest, then think of something in the morning. Even seemingly reasonable beginnings remain just that, beginnings. Once again, as she replayed her most recent experiences in her head, Lou admitted, "No, I can't do this on my own." and fumbling for her phone in the dark, she dialed Kay's number. Yes? Damn. She looked at the time. 2 p.m. Oh, wait, 2 a.m., sorry. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. What happened? Not over the phone. Are you up for a ride? I can come get you. Why she didn't call him like in the evening? And you're not a one. Lou, right now? Yes. Okay. This is how the city looks like, guys. This is how the city looks like. Let's watch. Very beautiful, very interesting. I like these vibes, really very sci-fi. Taking action invigorated her and gave her confidence. She had a clear, albeit trivial, goal, picking up the impact, and this helped settle her mind. Her bike responded obediently. With precision, it leaned into each curve. Ahead lay a clear road, her life completely within the control of her own hands. Everyone is afraid of speed, but death comes from a sudden stop. Deep. As she entered the highway, she twisted the throttle more. Okay, Kay. Lou rode further away from Kay's house, where the stores had lower prices. Taking off his helmet, the empath asked, Lou, can you tell me what's going on? We need to talk before work. And not here. Okay, then what are we doing here? She pointed to a convenience store and casually said, We are changing our clothes. I need to choose something I can wear in the center as well. Buying something to wear once would be a waste. She chose several options and disappeared into a narrow booth behind a curtain. All the clothes are cringe again, but okay. Okay, at least this. Where to now? Lou threw a leg over her bike and turned it on. Out of town. Did you grab a shovel and a big bag with a zip tie? Why? Spontaneous night trip out of town. You're obviously disposing of a body. Lou chuckled, clapping her partner on the shoulder. Not yet. Thought I appreciate your willingness. Due to their good relationship, Kay and Lou talk more openly with each other. Oh, they have good relationship. Friendship. Good. If there is friendship, and what is lovership? How we... shipping. Shipping is when you're making a ship. Relationship. That's why people say ship. Lou pulled off to the side of an empty road and lowered the motorcycle's kickstand. Yeah. Stone looked around. Solar panels gleamed dimly. Somewhere in the distance, the wind gently rotated the blades of white wind turbines. Solar panels. This is Oscar sold them, yeah, guys. Across the road was the entrance to a quiet grove. It was still twilight, dark and cold, but already anticipating the dawn. You can feel the silence. I've never been here before. A friend showed me this place when we were out for a ride. Tom, you saw him in the synod after I gave my oath. The oaks aren't wild, of course. They are growing for pharmaceutical purpose, I think. Yeah, guys, we are now on the safe place. And like, I think other world have a lot of radiation in this world because of Big Bada Boom. A lot of radiation, I think they have. They can't eat some fruits and vegetables. They are growing them by themselves somehow. That's why there are a lot of synthetic food in this world. And the food, fruits and vegetables, cost a lot. Let's go. There is a dew everywhere. Come on, keep up. They walked deeper into the awakening grove. Well, there is definitely no one here. In a somewhat muddled way, Lou launched right into it. Okay, well, it's most likely concern you eventually too. But anyway, we now 100% have problems. It turns out our job came with a surprise. Are you talking about Martin? Uh-huh. They're listening in our homes. I thought they might have put some bugs in our clothes too. It happens. She paused for a moment. I have seen it in the movies. My bike was repaired by the AC and I left it at the Inquisition building after the assassination attempt. Maybe they bugged it too and hid listening devices in our clothes? Well, yes. She was afraid that Stone would interpret her behavior as sudden paranoia, born out of thin air. A nervous breakdown or something similar, or the excessive impressionability of a woman who had recently started a demanding job and couldn't cope with the stress of its responsibilities. However, the empath only grew a little more focused than usual and matter-of-factly said, he is an empath. Of course, he can understand what she feels, at least, and that it's serious, not just like emotions. I don't think we're being watched that closely. However, it is technically possible. Actually, I have a piece of equipment at home that can detect tracking devices for future reference. It's old and cheap, but reliable. Why did we come here? There definitely aren't any cameras here, and no bystanders. Lou, the city isn't monitored that thoroughly. Neither the church nor the council has the resources for that. I don't know much about that, so I decided it was better to play it safe. Oh, Henry, nice. Welcome. Kay raised his hand and as if to touch her, but he stopped. You look scared. I won't deny that. Look. Recount the details. Remember before we went to visit the vicar, you went to tell the guards that we had be leaving soon? Yeah. I accidentally walked into the prior's office without knocking. And I caught him injecting himself with something. It was an automatic injector, a little one. When we walked together after that, Martin was a little, well, I don't know, not himself, like he was half alive. I got nervous. It sucks when you see people's secrets like that, especially ones they obviously don't want to share. I calmed down afterward. I thought maybe he was sick and hiding it from everyone. There is no telling what's going on in his head. On top of that, Martin doesn't seem to have much confidence in the people around him. That's when I decided to ask you to discreetly inquire about his health. Make sure everything is okay. And then today, she looked up at the sky. Well, technically yesterday, I'm sitting in the waiting room and alone. Danielle is gone and Beretti is gone too. I'm on my phone. Suddenly, I hear a thud in the office like something fell. I go in. The prior is on the floor. He is conscious but pale, but his nose is bleeding from the fall. I want to call a doctor, but he doesn't let me. He only tells me to close the door, so I pick him up and help him to the couch. I thought he needed an injector. Maybe it was medicine. So I ask him, and his face goes green. I can see he's trying to act tough, but he's clearly feeling like shit. I ask what is going on, but he won't answer. Damn, I tried different ways of getting something out of him. Pointless. He says it will go away on its own, and that I'm better off not knowing, and so are you. Okay, something is going on, and I'm not sure the prior can handle it alone. And for us, it's like trying to protect someone while we are blindfolded. She swore crudely. By the way, we can quit. Martin proposed it. Stone looked at her. But the more I think about it, the scarier it gets. I even started thinking there were bugs everywhere. Caution and foresight are essential qualities for a bodyguard. Somehow, I can't help thinking that if the prior gets killed or dies from an overdose of his sedative. Sedative? Yes, that's what Martin said he was injecting himself with. Yeah, if he dies, then it won't be long before there are a couple of accidents in the city involving us. She's trusting him because he is his partner. Then again, it's even easier than that. Serving in the AC, as a risky job. Is a risky job. No one is safe from catching a stray bullet while detaining a criminal. And of course, the criminal would be shot too. I think you're overstating the issue slightly, but I get your point, Lou. So what do you say, partner? Case sighed, looked up at the trees, then yawned, covering his mouth with his fist. I say we are in trouble. Do you have cigarettes on you or bag at the bike? On me. Give me one. Lou pulled the bag from her pocket. You don't smoke. Stone flicked her lighter. He took a shallow drag. Generally, I don't smoke, but sometimes I do. Lou let out a miserable laugh. If the occasion demands it? Well, yes, in special cases. What are we going to do? And what are our options? You said it yourself. We have to figure this out. I'm staying. Thank you. I knew it. She hugged the man in a rush, then immediately drew it back. He firmly grabbed her by the shoulders. Come on, partner. We can handle this. You have got nothing to thank me for. After all, Lou, I was the one who pulled you in. I helped you get the job. Lou smiled. Have you seen our salary? Where else could we get this kind of money? And don't apologize. You got nervous, that's okay. You don't always have to twist metal and tear down walls without even batting an eye. I'm a telekinetic. Crashing and breaking stuff is kind of our thing. First of all, you're a human being. Okay. Lou, shall we get back to work? She nodded. Concentrating, she immediately checked to see if she had shared all the details of the new case with Kay. What else do you know? Basically nothing else. At the end of our conversation, when I asked him about trusting us, the prior literally said, "It's all in front of you." So that's good. What exactly is good? I think Martin trusts us, but is playing it safe. If he didn't, he wouldn't have said anything at all. On one hand, if we blurt our dangerous information out of stupidity, or if at some point we're harshly interrogated, we could only share our own conclusions and the fact that Monsieur Martin takes a sedative. That's it. No direct admissions from him. That is, there wouldn't be any grounds for looking into such a high-ranking official. On the other hand, if we are worth something as professionals, we will figure everything out on our own, and that means we really would be able to help him. Clever, but listen, he was half alive back there. Do you really think he was capable of strategizing while in that state? Would you expect otherwise? He's the prior of the Inquisition. I also have this. It's from the drug. I also have this. It's from the drug. Lou pulled out the ampoule she had taken from Ivo's office, as well as the handkerchief stained with blood. There is no name. Look, this is made of thicker glass than usual. Why? For durability? Could it be specially designed for use in the field? Possibly. Perhaps it's for impact resistance. Maybe it's something from the officer's special arsenal? I'll try to get it tested and the blood as well. Maybe I will manage to learn something useful. The blood? Okay, I want to know exactly what state the prior is in. I won't leave any traces behind. Don't worry. I have Jonas. He can help me not only with this, but also with a lot of things. Okay, so you will handle this lead. The second area of concern is the association attempts. What do we have there? Martin said the drug isn't related to them. Well, at least they are unlikely to be related. Beyond that, he promised we had have access to the details of Joncier's investigation. As far as I know, the waiters are giving their statements, although it hasn't been possible to figure out who in the Inquisition is leaking information. So what do we have? Let's put things in order. From the beginning? Yes, all the information about what's happened recently. Well, there is a leak in the Inquisition. Raoul Germain receives the information. His goal is to strike the church, intimidate the psionics working for it by bombing the temple. Independent of him, there is a group of people seeking to kill the prior. Few people knew that the prior would be at the farm that night. Could the same person have leaked the information? The empath extinguished the unfinished cigarette. That hasn't been established. However, there was a large leak of confidential data, including the clergy's itineraries. Completely unrelated? It seems unlikely. I think it's the same mold too. Moving on. Moving on, Martin has been seen taking some kind of sedative. Apparently, this has been going on for some time and was carefully hidden. Then the prior is invited to an evening at the consiglia's place. Let's assume the guest list could have been obtained in various ways. But we can't rule out the possibility that the attackers got their information from the same source. How many days did they have to prepare? 2, 3? Getting inside disguised as waiters, smuggling weapons. If they had been spotted at the farm, we wouldn't have been notified. Jean-Pierre would have boasted about it to Beretti. It was a massive raid, but they somehow managed to escape. Real pros. Or did they have a lot of help? If it's all connected, then there have been 3 incidents, and there are 3 different groups. Germain with the temple, then 2 assassination attempts. Wow. Kay was puzzled too. Yep. Jean-Pierre was present at both assassination attempts. He must have known in advance that the prior was about to arrive at the farm. He could also have known in advance about the prior's appearance at Sardou's reception. You don't believe in coincidences, do you? On the contrary, I think it's likely that this is one. It's too obvious. It would be careless of him. Jean-Pierre is a special kind of idiot, but not that stupid. After all, Martin entrusted him with the investigation. Actually, that last detail is a little odd. The Inquisitors have their own districts, and Marc Jean-Pierre works out of town. New Paris is divided among other officials. Does the prior trust him more than the rest? That's a possibility, but maybe we should look into it. I will ask around and do some research online. Perhaps I can dig up something interesting. Lou didn't mind, and the empath nodded. Everything I can say to you guys, we already saw people who are having their game and making everything. You already know them. You already saw them in this game. So there is already some people who make some things on this game. Yeah, on this story. Lou did mine, and the empath nodded. So gathering information and looking into Mark is on me. She looked up at the brightening sky. It's time to go. I will say it's not K, okay? Let me say it's not K. He's a good guy. He's like an angel, really. He's literally an angel. K. So he is our partner. Working partner. It's not him. A bad guy. Lou brought Stone home to change. They checked for tracking devices. Everything turned out to be clean. Then she dropped Kay off at work. There was no news. The prior's schedule for the whole day simply involved receiving visitors, inquisitors, priests, and several chaplains from the AC. No public appearances or trips were planned. Martin looked perfectly fine, so Lou, taking advantage of her turn for a day off, didn't linger at the Inquisition building. Livingstone, who also hadn't slept that night on duty alone, felt a little awkward, but Lou didn't know how she could help him. She did know whose schedule she would have to adjust to that day. Preparing for the upcoming conversation, or rather for the backlash from it, she decided to take a walk in the park. The sun blinded her tired eyes. She felt sick and hungry from lack of sleep. Putting on her sunglasses, Lou poked a name in her contact list. I really don't react so. I'm not all the time. I react when I play. This is our lover, future lover, Jonas, and I'm talking with him. And when I saw him, but we are not calling him to go for a date. I think we are calling him to ask for help. We need a blood test. We need to understand what the injection, the drug. That's why we're calling to Jonas, because he's a doctor. Yes. Anyway, I love to talk with him. Hey, call me whatever you want. Say that you have had enough of me and that I'm a nutcase. Scold me till your lips turn blue, but I need your help. Judging by the foreplay, it's work related. It's work related, yes? It's related, but I'm the one who needs it. It's not like the last time. Nobody will get hurt. The voice on the phone grew serious. You're in trouble? Uh-huh. Crap. Talk to me. Yes, I will talk to you. I'm going to bring you and the remnants of a drug. I need to know as much as possible about it. And can you run a blood test of a handkerchief? Well, I think I can, but I don't usually work with the equipment. The church has plenty of laboratories of its own. Should I send you the addresses? But the employees aren't people I can trust. This matter is delicate. Come at night after most of the staff leaves. Thank you. There is nothing to thank me for yet. I'll tell them I'll be on call tonight. Won't that raise questions? No, everyone would much rather sleep at home, so they will be delighted. Returning to her motorcycle, Lou spun her helmet around in her hands. I woke someone up in the middle of the night and then made someone else take a shift tonight. And now my conscience, and I are going to bed. What else can I do? I really have no shame. Lou. At the agreed upon time, Lou went to the hospital service entrance. Jonas led her inside and led her through empty hallways. Jonas is such a doctor. Such a doctor. Look at him. What the hell is going on? Lou answered with total sincerity. I don't know yet. And what will the consequences be? No consequences. I hope. Just don't tell anyone about this. He stopped, keeping his eyes on Lou. What? I'm debating where to send you. The treatment room or the morgue? As in, should you heal me or put me out of my misery? As in where you should wait for me. But I like your train of thought. Are you the only one on call here? Is there security here at night? What to choose, guys? To be emotional person, because I need to Are you the only one on a call here? Is there security here at night? Are you the only one? Right now, in the general examination room, yes. So if someone comes in, I will have to attend to the patient. At night, there are wounded patients and emergency cases. And plenty of other things too. Yes. Do you get a lot of patients? It depends. The healer shrugged. This is terminary. Let's go. Stay here for a while, and damn it, Lou, don't touch anything or I will be sending you straight to the morgue. Lou quickly pulled her hand back from a box filled with small vials. Okay, no need to yell. This is the treatment room, and if a patient, and do you know how to use it? Do you know how to use all of this? Do you know how to? It's so flirty, kind of. It's also important to know about patient. Do you know how to use all of this? Hell no, just the syringe and the enema. Want me to demonstrate? Don't be a jackass. I was asking a serious question. Jonas shook his head. Definitely not everything. I can also use a scalpel, but so far I only do that in the morgue. Give me the samples. I'm going to the lab. He returned a couple of hours later. The blood is pretty unremarkable. It belongs to a pure man. What, Mirai wives? What? He is learning to be a... to work with a scalpel, to be a... I don't remember how to say it in English. Operations. A guy who is making operations. Surgery, yeah. He is going to be a doctor of a surgery, you know? That's why. It belongs to a pure man. No, pure man, you see? Clear blood. He is not a psionic. He is not a psionic. Mirai vibes. He is just a clear man. Don't have a blood like this, you know. So he is using these injections for something else, not to hide his abilities, because he doesn't have abilities. No abnormalities were detected and the indicators are generally normal. The only deviations seem to be associated with the negative effects on that drug. The one from the ampoule? Yes, this pure one took it often. What the hell is it? Are you interested in its chemical profile or the structure formula? Neither. Explain it in layman's terms. It's not a secret substance, but it's rare, mostly used by law enforcement agencies. Obviously, it was developed in the church's laboratories. It's not for sale, although it is listed in a medical reference books. The computer only gave me general information. It's a pain reliever. Really? Not a sedative? Well, there is an anxiolytic in its formula. Anxiolytic. A tranquilizer. So someone could use it as a sedative. As a one-off thing, I guess, if there are no other health issues and it's urgently needed and there is nothing else on hand. But on regular basis, only if you are an idiot. It's definitely not its main effect. Much safer drugs can be obtained by prescription. Your drug is injected into wounded soldiers in extreme situations. For example, so they can continue fighting while they are clinging to a fence with a protruding bone. continuous use makes it a poison. The cumulative effect is dangerous. Shit. Were you expecting something else? Uh-huh. What exactly do they do? What did you call them? And what can they be replaced with? Kinda, maybe. Anything just as effective. Without seeing a doctor? Lou nodded silently. The healer took a seat. You're not going to take it yourself, are you? No, come on. Do you need a lot of it? You said the pure one inject the drug regularly, so yes, I need more than one dose. I'll probably have to buy some from time to time. Jonas didn't say anything for a while, just looked at her carefully. The look was long and pleasant and heavy. Lou didn't look away, enduring his scrutiny. Finally, Jonas spoke. I'm not asking what you got yourself into. You can tell me if you want. I won't remind you about your mother or anything else either. You need to remember that you're not alone. And be careful, okay? I will. He is so nice to us. Now, on to the serious part. Every drug that would be suitable for your purposes is strictly controlled. I can take an ample, maybe 2 from the hospital. But what you really need are people who sell drugs under the table. The thing is, illegal acquisition is a crime, a small one. What is it called? A misdemeanor. Yep, if you're found out, you're unlikely to face imprisonment. But you're guaranteed to be kicked out of the corps. Maybe not. I'm in good standing now. My superiors will cover for me. The healer chuckled. I thought so. That's why I said they wouldn't throw you in jail. I need this. Jonas pulled out his phone. Hi. Fine. How are you? I have a small favor to ask. At the reactor tomorrow, I'll come with a friend. Lou. No, this time only as a civilian. Got it, thank you. Shaza again. Ending the call, Jonas asked Lou. Did you hear that? You will pick me up tomorrow evening and we will drop by the reactor. Was that who I think it was? Shaza. What the hell do we need him for? I know him and he knows a lot of people. I see, thanks Jonas. Nothing is being resolved yet. Go on, get out of here, I need to work. You're amazing. I said get out. Laughing to herself at the healer's faint annoyance, Lou went home. Finally, we will go somewhere with Jonas. Maybe, guys. Today we will make Jonas unpacking. She showed up at Jonas's at the following evening. Hey, come on in. Are we going right away? Yep. Okay, let me get dressed. We will go pick something up for you later. Game? A game? Damn, it's expensive. Don't worry, I'll pay. Yeah, sure. I have a good discount there. If you like something too expensive and feel uncomfortable with me covering it, you can pay. The healer got ready quickly. Look at him. Look at him. What's the makeup he is wearing? I'm done. I've never seen you wear this kind of clothing. And you're never gone to places like this with me. Come on, chop chop. Wow, I had no idea there were shops around here. There is everything around here. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe Mirai vibes. Soon they emerged from a store situated on the premises of an old out-of-service factory. Is everything okay? Lou looked at the clothes she had just bought. Shit. It's not cool. I don't know what to choose. It's not cool at all, everything. I don't want to wear a long skirt. I want to show my abs that I have. That Lou have. Okay, I don't have them. Such a beautiful and sporty. Yes, great. It's better than what I wore to the reactor last time. Color me intrigued. You'll have to show me later. Oh, and let's get you a wig. Why? Jonas lowered his voice. Shazza knows you. Shazza knows who you and your partner are. He said it'd be better for everyone if no one recognizes you. What if you appear on TV someday? Ah. Bright hair will draw attention away from my face. Or you could get a haircut and put on some makeup. I'll get by with a wig. Shit. Again. Oh my god, so bad. Okay. This thing is so bad, guys. Very bad. You look funny in it. It suits you, though. Seriously. He smiled and didn't answer. The arms dealer was sitting with company and noticing Jonas raised his glass in their direction. Yes, Mira vibes again. The psionics approached the table. Hello, care for a drink? Hey, a small one. Lou? Same, hello. They sat down at the table. Shazza's company stayed put. Well, spit it out. Lou noticed that Shazza was much more friendly this time. He even poured them some amber-colored liquid from a very expensive-looking bottle. What's the problem? We need medicine, something unusual, not from Temeri. The dealer chuckled. Are you sick, healer? Not me, but there is someone I have to help. Shazza looked at Lou. Interesting. You need medicine from the center and you didn't ask your superiors for help. Instead, you came to me. I'm a civilian today, as Jonas mentioned. I need it off the books. And that's not easy to do in my line of work. Wow, so naughty. What a bad girl. Are you bored? Your companions aren't keeping you entertained. Why are you messing with her? Alright, we don't share ladies' secrets. Can you tell me where to find the medicine? Jonas, for you? Why wouldn't I? Although, he thought for a moment, looking over as thought, hoping to see someone on the dance floor. Why should you go through the trouble of looking for it? Hold on. Shazza stood up and headed for the stairs. One of the hulking men sitting near him followed. Lou narrowed her eyes at her friend. Jonas, why the hell does he hold you in such high regard? Did you save Shazza's life or something, or someone else? I didn't realize you had connections like this. She picked up her glass. Drink. The drink turned out to be an excellent brandy. Lou had never tasted high-quality brandy before, but she could tell when a drink was exceptional. She remembered her first meeting with Stone, how desperate she had been to get drunk, and Kate's grimace as he looked at the table of her bottle. Now I don't want to drink that crap either. Shaza soon reappeared, waving to them. A young woman was standing next to him. This is Ezgi. This is Ezgi, meet Jonas and Lou. Hello? You will figure out the rest yourself. The healer nodded at him. Thank you. When it was only the three of them, the woman asked, What are you looking for? Jonas recited a few hard-to-remember names, then clarified. The last one would be best. It's more expensive. Not a problem. And I will need it from time to time. Is that possible? It depends on how much. Is a pack a week enough? Well, we don't need that much. But it has to be pure, not mixed intermediary. Everything is pharmacy grade. Who will pick it up? I will. Okay, bye-bye. You will come to a specific store. It's called Products 24. Good name, memorable. I work shifts there. It's best to come at night. During the day there are more buyers and we obviously don't need witnesses. Okay. The drug will be packed with quality control tape. It's like a seal. You buy the whole package. You open it, take the ampoules, and give the tape to me. Otherwise, we won't get along. Why do you need the seal? How do you get the drug? When can I come get it? When can I come get it? What? Do you need it that badly? I'll buy it as soon as available. I'll find out in the morning. Maybe I will have it ready for you by evening. Remember the address. It's the end of the episode. Okay, we will play one more, guys. I can't end it like this. We are with Jonas in the club. Maybe we'll be something. I don't know, guys. Yes.